Hey lovelies, and welcome to this week's video. I wanted to talk to you this week about a brand new course that I have launching in September. Well, it's ready to enroll in now, but it's going live for us to work on in September. And it's called the Crystal Remedy. So this is a course that will continue for 12 weeks. There will be a new video and resources and downloads and exercises to do on a weekly basis on a Monday for 12 weeks. So it's not something that you're going to have to necessarily keep up with week on week. You can do it at your own pace. You can go back to it whenever you want. You can do a few weeks in a row, or you can just do it week by week. However it fits in with your schedule. Those things are released every Monday morning. There for you to use that week. Of course, it is most beneficial to do it on a weekly basis because there's going to be like weekly check-ins and things like that. But ultimately, it's down to you, and it's your decision of how it's going to fit in with you. So I wanted to talk to you a bit about what it is and what the Crystal Remedy means. And it's a system that I have put together from a combination of retreats that I've held in the past, of workshops that I've held in the past, of online courses that I've already done, and also, I think most importantly, from my personal experiences and what things have worked for me when I've had to face big decisions or things haven't gone to as planned, or I've had issues with I've had a lot of issues with anxiety and overthinking things, and it becoming quite debilitating at times, where I just don't want to go out, I didn't want to see anyone, didn't want to do anything. I kind of was felt very safe in my bubble, and I knew that if I wanted to get out of that, then I had to be proactive about it. It wasn't going to happen on its own. So this system in the Crystal Remedy is a combination of all of those things, and it's very, very simple. A 3-part system over 12 weeks, so 4 weeks per part, and that is reflect, reclaim, and renew. So we do 4 weeks of reflection work on how we are right now, where that might have come from. We work through just trying to discover where that came from, and then what to do with it and how to face it. Then the middle 4 weeks is reclaiming. It's about refinding who you are, where you want to be, how you want to feel, where you want to go, kind of reclaiming that part of you and finding out about you again. And then the renew, the final 4 weeks, is about putting those things into action. Now, it's not a case of after this 12 weeks, everything's going to be magically changed. It's not going to work that quickly. It may do depending on what it is you want to change, but so there may be some things you can implement straight away, which will be great. But it's more of a way of putting things into A, perspective, B, trying to find out what it is you really want, and then see how you're going to get there. And so by the end of the 12 weeks, you've been able to do some inner work. You've been able to begin to hash out ideas and things that you want to do. Creating vision boards and things like that is some of the things that we do in those middle 4 weeks. And then the final 4 weeks is about implementing things straight away, about forming new habits, forming new routines, and then longer term goals and things like that. So it's kind of a whole tool package to get you prepped and get you moving, kind of that big first step off of the towards where you want to be and on your journey. And obviously it's called the Crystal Remedy. So there are a lot of crystals involved with this. There are crystal grids involved with this. There's some crystal meditations involved as well as doing some mindfulness work, some brainstorming, some vision boarding I already mentioned. So it does take a lot of you're going to need to want to do it, because what you're going to get out of it is what you put in. It's not going to work without your input. It's very much an interactive system. It's very much an interactive process that you put in the work and you follow the steps. Now, again, it may take you longer than, say, 4 weeks to reflect on things. It may take you longer than 4 weeks to be able to decide what you want to do. That's fine. You can take all of those lessons. You're going to have access to this course for life. It doesn't go away after 12 weeks. You can keep reaccessing it. And so you can keep working on it for as long as it takes you. It's just a way of going through the process, becoming familiar with the process, and plotting out what you're going to need to do and how you're going to do it, and then your own personal journey then obviously fits in, but you wouldn't to fit that into your own personal journey. So there's a lot going on in this course. It's a brilliant investment in being able to flip things around, being able to sort of get out of a rut that you might have been in, or just trying to face a few things that you finally want to let go of, that you're ready to kind of, I've done this, I'm ready to move on, I just don't know how to let it go, is very good position to start this course in. And also, if you're in a place where you're trying to make a decision and you do have options and you just don't know which one is right for you, then again, this reflection, this reclaiming and this renewing system fits in very, very well with that as well. And you'll always have it to look back to should you need it again in the future if something like that arises again. There's a few options. You can do it completely self-taught, so you can just log in whenever's convenient, and you'll see your lessons appear, the videos and all of the materials and PDFs and other things that will be available each week. And there's also a Facebook group, a secret Facebook group. No one else can find it. The only people in it are the people who are enrolled on the Crystal Remedy, so everyone's kind of familiar with what's going on in there and is going through the same processes. So that's the first option. There is another option where you can enroll in this. You have, again, all of your self-taught options. You have your Facebook group, but you also have access to 3 group online sessions. So that would be with me on a Skype, Zoom scenario, because this is open for people everywhere. It's not just in people who are local, so you can log on. Those times are set, and they'll be issued to you once you've enrolled. You'll see the wheres and hows of how to take part in that. But it's just a way of that we can all have a bit of a catch up. We can all chat in person, online, in person, and just see how we're all getting on, maybe share ideas, share experiences. And then there's another option, a third option that you can pick. Again, you have that self-taught options, you have the Facebook group, but then on this third option, you also have 6 one-to-one online calls with me. So that's every other week throughout the course. We will catch up, and we can chat, we can have any questions, we can go through what you've been working on. So it's a much more one-to-one guided approach to it that you can do for that as well. And all 3 layers are available in the same Facebook group, so you're still going to be able to connect. If you don't do the calls, you're still going to be able to connect with the people on the course through that group. So those are all the options there, depending on how that would fit with you, how you work best, and also the kind of experience that you want to have. So all of those options are there. I'm of course going to put the link in the description right below here to take you to the page where you can find out all about all the different about all those different options. You can find out what's involved in the topics that we're going to be covering in the reflect, the renew, the reclaim and the renew sections. You can have a little bit more information about that. There's some FAQs that you can have a look at. So click on the link to find out all of that kind of fine print stuff, the enrollment options. It's open to enroll right now, and it goes live on Monday the 9th of September. This is so that we all are working through it at the same time. So this is particularly relevant for people who are going to enroll on the group calls and the one-to-one calls, so that we're all accessing the information and the materials at the same time. So we all have that same start date, but you can enroll from now until then. The doors close 2 days before the start, so the doors close on Saturday the 7th of September, so you have until then to enroll. And also you have options on there, you'll see, of paying for your course all up front, and there's some payment plan options there as well, to help anyone who may not be able to make that lump sum. I want this to be as accessible as possible, so I've put that option there as well for you. And of course, if you have any other questions, then please feel free to message me. There are links to my socials in the description, and my website, which you can also contact me directly on, and I'll be happy to answer any more questions that you have. And I really, really hope that you that you can join me on the Crystal Remedy. It is a brilliant system. It works because these are the stages that I have been through. These are stages that I've worked clients through before in the past on my retreats and in my workshops. And if you put the effort in and you do these things consistently and you kind of start to incorporate it as part of your everyday life, then you will see these changes begin. So, and this 12-week block is a great way to get that started. It's a great kickstart for you. So, yep, like I say, check the link in the description and look at all that info. If you have any more questions, then please feel free to contact me. For those of you who haven't yet subscribed to my video channel, throughout the summer, there are going to be videos. They're usually videos every week, but throughout the summer, there's videos every other week. So just click on the subscribe button there and you'll always stay up to date with those. And if you want to have a look at some previous crystal videos, then there's a playlist right there. But in the meantime, take a look at the Crystal Remedy and I hope to see you there in September. And I will speak to you very soon. Bye.